chair. It's the memory of an old Christmas card. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. From your virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sight, glory stream from heaven afar, heavenly hosts sing hallelujah. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born. The first Noel, the angel did say, was a certain food settled in fields as they lay. Every day lay keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel, 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 born as the King of Israel. Noel, 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 born as the King of
Sabado na!
Chika Tabay, live na!
Sabado na, Chika DubEye, live na!
Sabado na, Chika DubEye, live na! Tutok na!
Sabado na, Chika DubEye, live na!
Sabado na, Chika DubEye, live na!
Sabado na,
Chika Tabay!
live na!
Sabado na, Chika DubEye, live na.
Sabado na, Chika DubEye, live Live na live!
Sabado na, Chika Tabay, live na!
Chika Tabay Live would like to thank the following sponsors. Comidor, Cebu. For inquiries, call or text 0916-659-7687 and like them on Facebook and on Instagram. Husako, Baked Trays, Pinakalamian na Sushi. For inquiries, call them at 0917-322-3599. Elsie's Egg Rolls, Filipino Lumpia in Hodo, Texas, USA. For inquiries, call 512-207-0995. WVC Lending Services, located at 8 Tumulat Street, Gunob, Lapu-Lapu City. You can call them at 495-9508. Laundry Buddy, your partner in washing your troubles away. With our branches at Basak, Sugtungan, Lapu-Lapu City, phone number 383-2775, and Babagdos branch at 0936-398-5490. And special thanks to Mr. Gilbert Tan Maniego at the SM City Store, Cebu. Mr. Wendell and Jessa Plaza. Special thanks to Jonathan, Grace, and Naomi Norwood of Lee Summit, Missouri, USA. Willie Debro and family of North Carolina, USA. And Zenny McClintock of Holton, Kansas, USA. Hyderabad Dine-In, a South Indian restaurant. You can visit at their Outlet 1 in Banilad, Cebu City, across Santo Niño Village beside Ministop. You can also visit their Outlet 2 in Banawa, Cebu City, R. Duterte Road near MHAM School across Autogas Gasoline Station. Send a box with full of love, especially this holiday season, from the US to the Philippines through UMAC Express Cargo, serving Kansas, Missouri, Nebraska, and Iowa. Contact the following numbers for your inquiries. We would also like to thank Elsie Ochea Chess and family and John Ace Casinilio. Daghang salamat mga kachika!
I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe last night. She didn't see me creep down the stairs to have a peep. She thought that I was tucked up in my bedroom fast asleep. Then I saw Mom She didn't see me creep down the stairs to have a peep. She thought that I was tucked up in my bedroom fast asleep. That I so mommy take you Santa Claus underneath his bed so snowy white. What a laugh it would have been if Daddy had only seen mommy kissing Santa Claus last
Merry Christmas mga kachika! Maayong gabi kaninyong tanan. Hi ma'am, you look so fresh and beautiful tonight. I mean, not just tonight, but also every day, di ba?
Yes, thank you so much. Merry Christmas mga kachika, and Merry Christmas to you, ma'am, in Kansas, USA. To all my friends watching, sa akong family, and everyone, Merry Christmas mga kachika. And yes, how's your Christmas day, by the way, ma'am?
Oh, it was just very laid back. Like we just watched like Christmas movies. We just stayed at home, you know, chilling with hot chocolate, you know, because of what's going on. Limited na dyan ang mga activities sa Christmas, but it's still worth spending. It's not really how like or how many gifts you receive. It's really who are you're with on this holiday season. So that's really the important thing, as well as knowing the reason of the season. Diba?
Exactly. Well, I also have my Christmas. I spend it so nag-host ko no sa ilang Christmas countdown
Resort.
Be Resort. So thank you so much Be Resort for inviting me, or for making, you know, for trusting me to host your Christmas countdown, and it was really amazing. And I enjoyed it ako, but I usually spend my Christmas together with my family. But you know, we need to work hard kay daghan na ba tag mga kinugos no nga atong despite pandemic, chat paghapon og mangita ina tong mga kinugos ba tong akuan nga naandad na silang every year. So yes, at least no, I really work hard to really para nasa ko'y mahatag ng ginagmay sa akong mga kinugos, sa akong mga special someone.
Yes.
Special sa akong heart, like akong family and few of my relatives that are really close to me nga ako pong, you know, giandaman gid og mga gifts kay since it's Christmas, and despite of the pandemic and Christmas, no, naragi po itaghang grasya nga naabot yun, because I do believe that this Christmas is really a perfect month kid siya, no, nga bisag unsa sa kawad makita ra jud ka. How about you, ma'am?
It's the joyous, you know, that's what I said, it's the most wonderful time of the year. Lahi yun ang celebration. It's even close to like a year-long celebration, especially us Filipinos. We like to decorate and feel the Christmas season starting Burr months, which is like September, right? So, ato sa day hi ang atuang thanks for watching all the OFWs in UAE, United Arab Emirates. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for tuning in, especially kang Irexin Dongog Amores who's tuning in to Chika Tabay Live. And sa akong family diha sa Timpulok, thanks a lot for always supporting the show and keep watching every episode. Ug maayong Pasko again kanatong tanan.
I guess so. Speaking of my Pasko, no, so I would like to shout out no sa to mga sayo kay nga mga viewers. So I lost my other phone, so I'm just using a phone from one of my friends. Sorry for that.
Sponsors.
But anyways, yeah, I would like to. No, I just borrowed a phone from a friend. I lost my other phone. I don't know where I put it. But anyway, busy jud kayo during bisan pandemic, no, busy jud kaayo, grabe ka busy, and I even sleep like 3 hours or 4 hours in a day tungod sa kadaghang mga bookings. So thankful gyapon kay ko bisan pag pandemic daghan na gyapon bookings. And yes, so ayaw mo kakuan ha, mulawat ka po bookings. Anyway, I would like to shout out ni Romeo Monte de Ramos Beltran. Thank you so much for watching. Laban ko no. And again, nilang atong mga regular na mga fan. Ni Roxanne Chloe Whitehead, thank you so much, Cess, for your support and for watching us. Ni Miss Jeremy Angelo, Natty Roland, thank you. Ni Miss Karen Ompad, thank you so much. And of course, ni Marley Bering Dumagan, thank you so much for watching us. And mga ka-chika, again, please like our page. Okay, that's Chika Tabay Live because, oh my God, we're already near 10,000 followers. So thank you so much for support.
Thank you so much.
Yes, at the same time, don't forget to share our live video because along with that is since it's Pasko, daghan yung kayo pinaskuhan ninyo, no? So every round nga mag-question na mo, you just really need to watch us, okay? Not just to share, but you really need to watch us because ang mga answer, all of the answers of our trivia questions are just along
In
with the
the
answers with
episodes, yes.
Yes, within the episode ug mga answer gina sa tong special guest
Yes,
for
tonight. Uh-huh.
Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
All right, ma'am. What about do the honor? What about do the honor to introduce? I know I'm very excited to know him as well because, you know, being, batang 90s, I really love listening radio. And even up to now while driving my car, I enjoyed radio personalities. I love how the way they handle the show, even though just on air that keep, the listeners all the way to listen and accompanies them, especially with long travels and all that. So I'm so excited what are his techniques and, his experiences interviewing with popular people, as well as a little bit of touch of his personal life in this holiday season as well. So, yeah, can you do the honor? Go ahead, sorry.
Yes, ma'am. Just to do a quick chit chat, I am very interested as well for this special guest because, I like to know if how long he's been working as a radio personality, and
Right.
also the techniques. I would like to know what's the secret of being interviewing, because he have been in the industry more than
For a while.
we started just recently,
Yeah.
right? Just for a while. But now he have been really kung sa mga kuan pa ni kung eskwela pa ni siya na
Veterano.
sa mga doctorate. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, so and I'm very honored by when he say yes, for guesting in our show. It's just so very big privilege for us and honored at the same time. Grabe line up from Gazini,
Yes,
Ganados.
absolutely.
Wow.
All right, ma'am. What about you?
Ang atong mga
Yes,
guests.
ang atong mga guests. Exactly.
Yes,
So I'll let you do the honor to introduce you, our guest for tonight. I can't wait for your one-on-one interview, so I'll give you this, the floor basically to start this wonderful episode tonight.
Wait sa ma'am, kay magnakulbaan ko. Kay magka-nosebleed yun ni diri ron. Mag-andang kong tissue. Alright, thank you so much, ma'am. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, mga ka-chika, of course, it's my pride and honor, to really, to introduce our guest for this is our 15th episode, right? For our 15th episode of Chika Tabay have been long into the business like a DJ personality. So, as well as he's a DJ in DubEye at 103.8. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very close to mine. Ang iyang family close kay nako no mo napayas gid siya. Help me welcome, ladies and gentlemen, my daddy. But for tonight, he is for formality. I would like to call him, and for all the kachika, let me introduce to you. I would like to say daddy. Help me welcome mga kachika, DJ Mark Lloyd. A big round of applause. Good evening, Daddy.
That is the
Good
best
evening,
thing
Mark.
I had. I'll tell you, you were a born presenter. Let me tell you, absolutely fantastic. And to be talking to people from Cebu, which is my second home. It's I come from the UK, from Manchester in the UK, but then I lived in Dubai for nearly 35 years. But Cebu second home. I adore Cebu, and anyone from Cebu, mwah, Merry Christmas.
Who would you like to say hi, DJ Mark? Like, who would you like to shout out, to greet? Like your friends, your family's watching.
Yeah, I got to say hi to my daughter Roxanne, who set all this up. I've got to say hi to my wife Jean, of course, and to my son Luther, and to Nanai. Of course, we live in a place called Santa Monica, which is in Timpolok. It's a part of Lapu-Lapu City, but it's in Timpolok. That's where our house is. My wife's mother, Nanai Minerva, has looked after it for all these years. Yeah, I've just got such a connection with Timpolok and with Lapu-Lapu and Cebu. I adore the place, love it.
But before we'll start our interview, DJ Mark.
It's okay.
What are the Cebuano words that you know?
Jesus Mariusip. I'm not go. And I know maybe a few, but I'm not go when I'm being shouted at, when I'm in trouble.
just Sus Mario Step and Hay Nako are just a few words that you know, Cebuano words.
Or just Sus.
All right, but Daddy Mark, and thank you so much for gracing our invitations at the very beginning of the show. We really appreciate you for saying yes to for your for guesting in our show, for giving, for sharing your time, and especially it's Christmas, so Merry Christmas to you, Daddy DJ Mark.
Yeah, and
Daddy na lang ako, mga kachika. I get to call him Daddy Manggod. Mo na nga mabaguan ko mag-DJ niya. I know that he's a very like a famous personality in Dubai, but I get to use calling him Daddy Manggod.
You're most welcome. Call me Daddy. Yeah.
So anyway, so just to share yung mga kachika nga nung nagka-close ninyo, it's because Daddy Mark and his daughter Chloe is like a sister to me. Like we're so close. Yeah. Yes, exactly. So that's why I used to call him Daddy Manggod mga kachika, because of that, because nakipamilya radyo ko nila, no. But anyways, let me start our I will be throwing 3 questions, DJ Mark, and then there will be like follow-up question.
Okay.
So it's not it's not just gonna be like a 3 question, but there's along with that is like there's a lot of follow-up questions. But anyway, my first question, DJ Mark, how long have you been working as a DJ and as a radio personality?
Okay, I first got to Dubai in 1985. That was when I first arrived in Dubai. I was a musician. I was in a band at the time. I was a keyboard player, working around the hotels, the 5-star hotels in Dubai, which are fantastic. But when I got married, I got married to Jean, who's my wife, who you know, of course. And then I knew I needed to have another occupation, as well as being a musician with a 3-month contract here, a 3-month contract there, a 3-month contract. Is something more permanent. So I knew that I had to find something. And for many years, people have been telling me, you must get on radio. You've got a lovely voice for radio. Get on radio. So I applied to Dubai FM 92 radio, which was the only radio station in Dubai at the time. And I got on. That was in 1991. So 1991, if you start doing the maths, I actually got an award, which I'll hold up for you there. That was 25 years in radio was that. And now, if I complete September of 2021, I have been on radio for 30 years in Dubai. That's a long time. I mean,
that's just like my age.
Yeah, you're age.
I'll be turning 30 next year. Anyway, that was long.
All of your age.
It's like your whole life. You have been working as a DJ personality.
Yeah. I mean, a radio
personality
the radio microphone, of course, and in crystal, and that was given for 25 years. Who knows what I'll get for 30 years?
Yeah. But along with that, what are the ups and downs working as a radio personality?
I think as a radio presenter, you're only as good as your last show. So if your last show was really great and you got lots of messages and the feedback was fantastic and, you know, you have competitions, then it's great. However, if you have a bad show, and I don't care who you are, whichever radio presenter, you have bad shows. And after a bad show, you get so down because you pour your heart and soul into it. And maybe it didn't go well. Maybe you got a few bad texts. I don't like this presenter. I don't like this show. I don't like the music. And you think about that. And that's the hardest thing. If you get negative kind of feedback, then you feel really down. So you might get 100 messages saying you're fantastic, but you get 1 or 2 saying, I hated your show, it was awful, it was terrible. And those are the ones that you remember. Sadly, those are the ones that you think, oh my goodness, that was terrible. So in radio, you have real highs and real lows. And you have to ride them. You have to ride them out. You can't, if you have a bad show, you have a bad show. You've got to put it behind you and try to do better next time.
Oh, that's great. That's a very great. But can you please tell me, DJ Mark, what is there any do you have like a technique in working in as a DJ? Like, what are your techniques?
Okay, I'm not so sure techniques, but
like
you have to.
Yeah, right.
Okay, for the listener, I believe you have to talk to one person. So I have a picture of someone in my head. And I talk to that person. You don't think that you're talking to thousands of people, which you are. You're talking to thousands of people, and it's a privilege. When you open that fader and your microphone goes up, that is a real privilege to talk to so many people, across the country, especially the UAE where I am. But I think you have to talk to that one person and get that kind of picture in your mind, and then when it comes to interview technique, I believe you ask the questions and listen to the answers, listen to what the person is saying, and follow them down that way. Don't just have a set list of questions. Ask a question, listen to that answer, and follow down that avenue, whatever they're talking about. Just follow that way and make them feel relaxed. And I think you'll be a good presenter.
And DJ Mark, I'd like to also ask this. Being a DJ, do you consider yourself like a famous personality? Like a what personality? A famous personality, like.
Okay.
Like usually, to be honest, I would just like to ask this and to know. Because, people just get to know people who are watching in TV. Those are the people who, get so much famous. But in the radio, it's just only few listen to the radio.
I think, certainly in my experience in Dubai, your voice is a big thing. And people can relate to that voice. And, sometimes I'll get in supermarkets when I'm shopping, doing my groceries, and people will come and say, hey, Lloyd from Dubai Radio, and I'm always happy to take a photograph. I'm happy to take a selfie, and I think there's a kind of a different kind of fame in radio, and people really kind of relate to that. Okay, they can't see us, but they can these days. Of course, we've got cameras all over the studios, but I think there is definitely a fame, and people relate to the voice. They know that voice, and they want to relate to that voice, and they wake up to that voice, or they have coffee with that voice. And I think that is a kind of fame that radio can bring you.
Yeah. And Daddy Mark, I'd really like to ask this because I get to use getting into your room in Cebu. Like in your bedroom, like me and Chloe sleep together in your bedroom when we do after party, and I really saw a lot of pictures with a famous personality international and local personality. So
Yeah.
I would like to know how many personality, if you can count them, like how many famous celebrity, in because there's a lot, but if you can remember them, if you count them, how many personalities like you have done interviewing them?
Let me
And
take you
who-
on a list
Yeah.
of I have what's called my wall of fame, okay, which is
Uh-huh.
some of the people that I've interviewed. Let's start Philippines. Let's go Philippines.
Okay. Wow.
Picture of, do we get that lady? Is that Ruffa?
Yeah, we
Rough-
could share.
Ruffa Gutierrez, okay. And we'll move along. I think that's Pops Fernandez.
Yeah. Wow.
There we go. I think we got Karina Sanchez there.
Yeah.
Karina, let's
my
go. How about let's go this one. Kim Kardashian.
Oh, amazing. Yeah.
Kim Kardashian. I'm looking for ones that I think you might like. How about Kim Chu?
Oh, yes. Kim. Yeah. Kim Chu. Yeah.
We love Kim Chu.
Oh my
This
God.
lady is it Marion?
Yeah, Marian Rivera. Yes. She's
Here we
very
got Marian.
famous.
We've got this lovely lady who I believe now is called Jake. Jerice.
Yeah, Jake Sarostel. Charisse, yeah, very famous. Yeah.
Chloe said I had to show you this one, and I don't know who they are, but I'll show you. You got that one or not?
No.
Oh,
No. Who's that? Oh, yeah. That's Nadine and James Reed.
yeah, that's the one.
Amazing. Those are the people are very famous in the Philippines.
They are, and a few kind of famous ones out of the Philippines. Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones, he produced the Michael Jackson Thriller album. That's Quincy Jones. And myself. We also have the international. What have I got? In the international arena, we got George Benson.
Oh, yeah. Amazing.
George Benson, a very famous guitar player. And I'm going to lift you right up, and hopefully you'll see this one. You got that one?
Who's that? Regine and Ogie Alcacid.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go back to my table now. That's it. That's enough of that. But yeah, there's just a few of the personalities that I've been very lucky to interview over the years. There's a lot more. There's Morgan Freeman. There's George Clooney. But those are just a few.
Oh my God.
Sit down now.
I'm speechless. I'm really amazed, and like I would really love to interview with them, or just have a pictures with them. Those especially
About Filipino celebrities are the most wonderful people to interview. They don't have any superstar, they're not superstars. That they've always been so nice to interview. And, I've just been very happy. Martin Rivera is another one. I was the first one to interview Martin when he came here. Willie Revilla-May, and my favorite, Jaja. I love Jaja. I'm a big fan of Jaja.
Shasha, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Love her a lot.
Amazing, Daddy. So you can't really count how many like celebrities that you've done interviewing with.
That's just I've got so many photographs. Another one was Sharon Canetta, who's probably one of my favorite interviews ever. Sharon was just amazing. What a lovely personality she was, and I was very happy to be lucky enough to interview Sharon Canetta.
Amazing. Like, when you because in your room in Cebu, like in Timpolok, your house in Timpolok, like you also have like a lot of pictures with different celebrities, local and international. but it's just like small pictures. It's not really
Yes.
like as big as what I saw earlier. Now, I was really amazed because there are some of the pictures that's in your house in Cebu, where different as what I see in Dubai. So, and I'm very happy and proud of that, Daddy. I wish I could, because every time when your daughter, like Chloe, posting pictures, like she was with the celebrity and she have like a free tickets of show of Ariana Grande. Oh my God, I get like, I always says to her that I really envy you for having a daddy, which is a DJ, where you can get like a free perks for a free access pass of going, like a VIP ticket and going to a concert of Ariana Grande, like that. That was really amazing. And yeah, so I'd like to know this, Daddy Mark. What's the is there a different attack that you, when you interview, like it's is there any difference in interviewing like a Filipino celebrity or international celebrity? Is there like a different techniques or different in interviewing them?
Is there a difference? And I'm not that sure. I just think you have to listen, and you have to be really aware of the comeback. And if it's very obvious that your line of questioning is not going the right way, then change it. Go another place. Listen to what they say. That is really important, is to listen. I mean, Karina Sanchez, so I showed you a photograph of her. She was kind of difficult to interview. She's a very strong woman. She's very kind of, got a lot of opinions. So I had to be really careful with Karina. The interview in the end went out really, really well. But I knew she's a big radio, a big kind of news personality in the Philippines, and she was on one of the biggest Philippines, TV radio shows, and she almost tried to take control of the interview a little bit, but I had to push it back and say, no, I'm interviewing you. But it was a lot of fun. But I think I think Filipino stars are more easier to interview. They're a lot more open. They're more friendly. Even, the big stars like Sharon and like Martin Rivera, who I've mentioned, even though they're big stars, they really seem super, super friendly to me, and they've been great. But on the other hand, a lot of the international ones that I've chatted to, George Clooney and Morgan Freeman and Kim Kardashian, who I just mentioned there, they're just fantastic. Kim Kardashian, there's a funny story to go with this one, because I was with a friend of mine. We were a double header on this show. His name was Jason. And we were in the Atlantis Hotel in Dubai. And part of the hotel is underwater. So you're sat in this room with all these fishes kind of going around you. It's like you're in a fish tank,
Oh.
So, we're there to interview Kim Kardashian, and we're both sat in this room. And my friend Jason starts walking around, kind of looking around in different doorways and whatever. And then suddenly the security guy comes out and said, "Sir, if you don't sit down, I will eject you from the hotel. I'll make you leave the hotel." So he sat down. He really kind of shaking there. Anyway, out comes Kim Kardashian, and we chat to Kim Kardashian, and we talk to her about her show and about, in Dubai. She filmed a special episode in Dubai. And I also about her wedding to the basketball player. And she was, it was wonderful. It was this, it was that, it was great. And then the next day, she announced that the wedding was over, that she was splitting up from this. It was really kind of funny, and it always sticks in my mind, this Kim Kardashian interview with all these fishes kind of, swimming around us in this underwater fishbowl. It was just amazing. One of the ones I'll never forget.
Amazing, Daddy. DJ Mark, you have been with a different personality, because when you talk with the different people, like different, famous people, I know that they have also different personality, right?
Yeah.
And as a host and as a DJ, I know you really you need to communicate them well for you to really provide a good show for the people. So that's a really amazing, experience that you've shared to us, DJ Mark. And before I give you to our another host as well, DJ Mark, I would like to know, DJ Mark, but I would also ask them later on when all of us are in the show already. Because I know that you love to travel. What is your favorite place, by the way? I would like to know, because we have been together, like traveling together, with a group, because it's just like I'm part of your family already. So, and I've been with you in Boracay as well as in Baguio. So among all I know you love to travel Philippines. So among all the destinations in the Philippines, what is your favorite place to travel?
Without any shadow of a doubt, Boracay. I just adore Boracay. Boracay is just the most amazing place. It's just got the fact. I remember seeing the ocean the first time I went to Boracay, and they used to pick you up at the station there where the boat dropped you, and they would bring you round to the hotels. And the first time I saw the color of the ocean in Boracay, I just fell in love. It was, what a blue, the most incredible color. And the beach and the bar, there used to be a bar called, what was it called? It was a round bar right there, Charles Bar on the beach. It was adorable. They had the most incredible singer and musicians there. Boracay for me is paradise. If I'm ever going to drop dead, I would want to drop dead in Boracay. If I'm ever going to go, that's it, I'm gone. I want to be in Boracay.
Yeah,
the best place. And really, I used to work on cruise ships. I used to sail in the Caribbean. We used to stop at Jamaica and Barbados and all these fantastic places that I went to when I used to work on cruise liners as a musician then. But Boracay is my favorite place on earth. maybe on another planet, perhaps not, but on earth, Boracay, take me to there every time. I love it.
Yeah, same with me, Daddy, because I really love watching sunset in Boracay. It's one of my every time I'm also in Boracay, I always wait for the sunset because it's like paradise for me. Also that I really love Boracay. I love beach and the white sands. It's so perfect, and I really miss Boracay.
I've never seen, I don't think, a beach better in the Philippines than Boracay. I just love it. I really adore it. It's just a wonderful place.
Yeah. And Daddy, lastly, this is just, I know it for otherwise, I'd like to know who's like famous personality that you just recently interviewed.
I'll tell you what, I was chasing an interview. Let me tell you a story. My boss 10 years ago, his name is Matthew. He sent me to London to interview probably my favorite singer of all time, which is Barry Manilow.
Oh.
You know Barry Manilow?
Yeah, I know her because my mom always, listen to the song of Barry Manilow.
I flew to London to interview Barry Manilow. We had a confirmed interview with Barry Manilow. And I went to see him at the O2 Arena in London. And sadly, he was really ill. He was sick. His voice was really in a bad way. And I woke up this morning and the people called me and said, Barry Manilow sadly had to cancel all his press interviews. All his interviews are cancelled. And I was devastated. I really was. He's like my all-time favorite singer. I've flown all the way to London to try and get this interview, and it didn't happen. Anyway, in the last month, in December, the same person, Matthew, my boss then, managed to track Barry Manilow down and get him to agree to an interview over the phone. It was still a Barry Manilow interview, and for me, it's online. You can find it online on DubEye 103.8. And Barry Manilow's interview for me is the best ever I've ever done. If I never do another interview ever, Barry Manilow is the best ever for me.
Oh, amazing! Because Barry, I believe.
Copacabana, all those big songs.
Yeah.
And a quick story for you, Copacabana. I flew over for my daughter Roxanne's was it 18th birthday in Cebu, in Santa Monica, and they got a karaoke system, and I sang Copacabana for her 18th birthday with all the college friends there. And my mother-in-law had got this elephant, this pot elephant by the door, and I was singing at the Copacabana, and I accidentally kicked this elephant to pieces, and I never lived that down. I promise you. So there's a smashed elephant singing to Copacabana, but for sure Barry Manilow is my best interview ever.
All right, amazing. Because Barry Manilow, I believe, is I'm not sure because I'm not really. It's not really at my age, like those, not in my era, like Barry Manilow. Yeah. I believe he's like in 80s, right? Or
yeah, it was 70s and 80s. Yeah, his big songs were Andy. I Write the Songs, Even Now, Copacabana. Those were his big songs, but just a massive superstar, really a massive superstar. So humble to have interviewed him.
Oh, amazing! I thought that
I used to do.
What I really thought, DJ Mark is the one that. What I really thought is the one who just recently interviewed. It's like the Miss Universe 2015.
Oh, yes. Pia Wurtzbach. Yeah, Pia was amazing. She's such a beautiful person, and she was recently in Dubai, and she came to Dubai, and she was here to do some promotional stuff. I know she's got a makeup line that's launching in Dubai, but she was so nice, and we talked all about her early days growing up, and she really had to be the kind of breadwinner of her family. She had a difficult upbringing, so she was the breadwinner of her family. And then she went on to, enter some beauty competitions in the Philippines. And of course, then went on to win, that fabulous. And, I asked her a little bit about that competition, also about Steve Harvey and the mess up and, what a disaster that was. No, just the most beautiful woman I think I've ever met. Wow, so pretty. Wow. Amazing. Yeah. Beauty like the charts, I mean, to be sat like, a couple of feet away from her and interview her, you're going, wow. My hand was shaking with my recorder. My hand was shaking. She's so beautiful.
Amazing, because Pia Wurtzbach have been so like a very famous and one of the best universe in their history. Yeah.
She's very accessible to the media and to the people. She loves people.
Yes, exactly, Daddy. So yes, Daddy Mark, I've been showing a lot of questions to you, and I really love asking you a lot of things. But later on, I will ask. I still have like a reserved questions that when we all together will be we will be interviewing you. But of course, we will be doing like first, Daddy Mark, I'd like you to give. We have again mga ka-chika. Again, don't forget to like our page, Chika Tabay Live, and share our live video for you to win our among pinaskuhan, okay? So, of course, here's our trivia question, okay? But first, I would like you to, we have the guest mystery box again, that you will win 500 pesos load or a GCash that is still like an electronic money already. So you guys must share our live video for today together with DJ Mark And of course, DJ Mark, can you please do the honor giving the first clue of our mystery box?
Okay, the mystery box. Whoa. Okay, the first clue is it's something you can wear. Something you can wear.
Something you can wear. Amazing.
Yeah.
So come on, mga ka-chika, comment your answer. Comment now your answer in the comment box. That is something that you can wear. What's
Something I would wear.
Alrighty. So thank you so much for that, DJ Mark. And of course, mga ka-chika, again, here's our trivia question. Okay? So kung naminaw jud mo o naki-join jud mo sa mong chika, ang akong trivia question is so easy. Naara gid ni ang tubag. The answer is just recently that we interview with or discussed with DJ Mark. Now, mga ka-chika, who is the most, let's say, the favorite singer of DJ Mark, and he just really recently flew in London to interview this singer. Kinsa ang favorite singer ni DJ Mark? Come on, type down your answer, mga ka-chika, and I'll wait for your answers, okay? Okay, because let me go ahead and check on the comment box. Alrighty. Sorry, here. Okay, I'm checking in the comment box, DJ Mark. We have yes. All right, congratulations, Annalisa. Yes, Annalisa Villela, you got it correctly. The correct answer is yes, DJ Mark, can you please give the correct answer, please?
Barry Manilow. Yeah.
And DJ Mark, among all his songs, what is your favorite song of Mr. Barry Manilow?
Wow, there's so many great songs. There's Mandy, there's I write the songs, but I think for my favorite it would be Even Now.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, go on. Even.
I'm not sure if I'm singing it. That's why I'm not doing a production number in Chika Tabay, because I can't really, I mean, maybe I can sing, but I can't really sing well. Oh my God.
Oh, I wonder where you are. I wonder why I'm so sad without you even now. That's my favorite.
DJ Mark, thank you so much. And okay, I'll get back to you later on. And for now, excited sa kanya siya nga makachika. He's very excited to do an interview with you actually, and nagpanikad na po din siya mga kachika, no? So I'll give you now mga kachika sa atong pinaka-fresh pod nga host, which is so very excited. I'm so very happy to interview with our special guest. Let me give you DJ Mark to one of our prettiest yun, ha? Ka-level ni Pia Wurtzbach of beauty, ka-witty of beauty. Let me give you to Junao. Sorry. Let me give you to Junao.
Hello mga kachika, Merry Christmas again, and salamat kayo sa inyong pagtutok always. Sukad pa lang sa sinugdanan sa atong episode tonight with our special guest tonight, DJ Mark Lloyd. That was really a fun interview, memory, and I really learned a lot so far with our special guest tonight, sa iyahang techniques and like what you've mentioned about his experiences with famous personalities, especially those people that are in the Philippines. Hi again, DJ Mark, how are you doing, and how's your holiday been so far?
Yeah, holiday's been fantastic. The weather in Dubai right now is so beautiful. It's just kind of the right time to get outside. So I celebrated with my family at a place called the Irish Village, which is it's very beautiful. There's a lake and there's ducks, and it's really, really, really cool. So yeah, Dubai right now is spectacular.
Amazing. I'd like to test because I can sing. I've been singing in the Philippines, with Barry Manilow's song. So I'm the guy when it comes to talking about Barry Manilow. So I'm going to test you when it comes to my favorite song, because I know you've mentioned about Even Now. And so I will sing a few lines with this favorite song of mine from Barry Manilow, because I really like him also, just like I do with Air Supply. So I know they're kind of more, yeah. And by looking...
Well, I'm lucky to have interviewed Air Supply.
Yeah, oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, because I've seen them already in concert when they were here in Kansas. And it was such a wonderful chance for them, for me to actually, witness their concert. And even for years, I can see that their voices haven't changed. The way, their charisma, their stage presence is just absolutely perfect.
Fantastic. Great.
Yeah. So I'm going to sing a few lines, and I just thought of this while I was listening to your interview with Rianne Memory, and so I'm really excited for you to guess this song as a Barry Manilow fan. So here we go. And mga kachika, it's so early in the morning, so please bear with my throat. No? Okay, so this is the song. Last night I waved goodbye. Now it seems years. I'm back in the city where nothing is changed.
Go on.
Touching me, holding you, bringing us near, and tell me.
Weekend in England.
Yes, absolutely. You're truly a fan. That's my favorite song, DJ Mark. It's just so, the melody, how the lyrics, it's just so soothing to the ear. And it's just, I know he is very well calibrated with his voice and all that, but that song just melts my heart every time I listen to it.
I'm with you on that one, totally. Weekend in New England will probably be my second favorite. In fact, if I counted down 3, it will be Even Now, Weekend in New England, and Somewhere Down the Road would be my top 3 Barry Manilow songs.
Oh yes, those are great songs. If I will also give my top 3, that would be Weekend in New England. I like Mandy, and then yes, and then Somewhere Down the Road. So
Somewhere Down the Road. That together.
Yes. So I really enjoy so far with how you really, give so much facts about how you interview with people, and it gets more interesting to know you. So the most interesting fact, DJ Mark, is actually I live in Timpolok. I originally came from Timpolok. So when we were talking about Cebu, I was just actually giving you a broad, spectrum of at least to give you a ballpark where I was originally from. And then all of a sudden, when you mentioned about Santa Monica, I said, oh my gosh, that's where I was roaming around when it was in the process of building the village, because I was so young then. And we were trying to enter the houses, kind of not really illegally, but those show houses, when they show houses, they're like, oh my gosh, this is my dream house.
Wow.
So, Timpolok is a nice place, but you look like a bit of a Barry Manilow, actually, a little bit of Rod Stewart. Did somebody tell you that?
I kind of, when I was in my 20s and 30s, I did kind of, want to be Barry Manilow. I wanted his hair. I wanted to sing like him. I wanted to play like him. Rod Stewart, there's another one I've interviewed, Rod Stewart. I've been lucky enough to interview him as well. This kind of the hair, kind of it is kind of Barry Manilow-ish, I guess, and Rod Stewart-ish. Some of my favorite performers for sure.
Mm-hmm. So I like the thing that you said earlier, DJ Mark, when you said that every time you do your show, it seems to be the last, because people really focus on the negative comments. And you personally focus on the negative comments, but have you tried changing it, reversing it in a way that you will not be as sad, or let's say focused on the negative comments, instead making the focus on the positive comments, and then make the negative comments be your motivation to do more and to make the show even better.
Yeah, that's a really good question. Really good. And I think, as presenters, and you're presenting right now, you're leading this show right now. As presenters, you have kind of, you have feelings, you have, kind of things in your heart. You want to give the best you possibly can. And when somebody tells you that you haven't delivered that, I think we're very sensitive people. As presenters, you and I are both presenters, and you're very, very sensitive. You are.
Yes, I am.
It's really hard to forget negative comments. It really is. And it takes me maybe a week.
Yeah, same here.
Somebody, the show was awful. It was boring. It was lousy. I didn't like it. It's just so fun to get over it. And were the positive ones really kind of enlighten you? That I don't know. The negative ones can bring you down for so long. But I think you just have to develop a bit of a thick skin. It's not easy. It's really not easy to develop this thick skin. And I want to say respect to everyone that goes on air, whether I go on air to the country, whether you go on air to your followers, anyone who goes on air and presents themselves gets my respect, because it ain't easy. It's not an easy job to do, and you get my respect. So, you've got to take on board the negative comments, but if you believe in what you're doing, if you believe that you're doing the best show that you can, at that point, that is the best I can give, then you've got to, say, I've done the best, and I'm happy with that.
Yes, I totally agree. And especially, that you put in the best show like your last.
Yeah.
And I think that's what matters, because yes, you would consider the audience or the listeners, but also you have to give yourself self-gratification as well, that you've done it for yourself, because you love doing it and you know that you did your best, right?
Yeah. And a lot of the people that do give you negative comments wouldn't be able to do it anyway. So
yes, exactly. Yes, like, okay, can you do this, right? I love the answer, DJ Mark. And then also, as far as talking about the radio industry in Dubai, now I understand that online has been like, the most easy to access entertainment, videos, and any other means of, media, or a medium. So how do you keep up as part of the radio station industry? How do you keep up with the other type of media, entertainment, like online TV, in such a way that it's not going to be left behind? You're still going to, be entertaining and giving information and, news and other stuff that radio personality can offer.
Yeah, I don't think radio will ever go away. And in Dubai, I suppose in some ways we're kind of lucky, because we have a very big car culture. People are in their cars a lot because of not so much now. We have lovely weather now, but when it comes to summer, the temperatures are very hot. So people do spend a lot of time in their cars. We're not walking to places. It's kind of a different vibe altogether. People will leave their house, they'll get into the car, they will drive to work. And then in work, maybe they'll put on their headphones and they'll listen in there, and then they'll come back in their car. So we have a real captive audience in cars. So you've got to be good. You've got to beat the next guy. You've got to beat the next guy to get that audience and to, have those people really want to listen to you. There's a lot of new mediums, as you say, right now coming up. The industry is changing, and we are changing with it. We have a lot of online shows. We have all our shows of podcasts. If you want to go and listen to me talk to Barry Manilow, it's all up there on podcast. So you've got to kind of evolve with the times. But I think radio is still a big part of people's lives, and I believe it is everywhere. I mean, when I go to the Philippines, when I go to Cebu, I listen to radio. And I'll tell you one thing I love about the Philippines is that the presenters' names. I remember last time I was there in Cebu, I was listening to a guy called Barry Crocodile.
Oh, okay. Another Barry, huh?
Right. And I love the names. I once went on air in Zamboanga because my wife is from Zamboanga. So I once went years ago in Mindanao. Yeah, I was on air there, and they called me Mosquito Mark. That was my radio. Hey, good afternoon. This is Mosquito Mark.
Okay, very interesting.
Mosquito. I think you've got to have those Banana Joe and all these crazy names. But yeah, I love the names of Filipino DJs on radio, and Barry Crocodile is probably my favorite.
They're trying to make it as a more of a catchy nickname so that people would remember them in a unique way.
I will retire in the Philippines. If I get on radio there, I will come up with Mosquito Mark again, for sure.
And you know what? And you know what is the equivalent term for mosquito in the Philippines? Do you?
No. What?
It's lamok. Yeah. May I ask why mosquito though? Because you're that. Once they hear your music. Go ahead. Sorry.
There's a reason for that. First time I went to the Philippines, ever, the first time, I met my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, said, come back to the Philippines, I'll show you Zamboanga. So I went to Zamboanga, and I was pretty much the only foreigner there. Anyway, I got stung a lot with mosquitoes. I was covered in mosquito bites. And I scratched on my leg, this mosquito. And it became infected.
Oh, no.
And I wound up in hospital with this mosquito bite. Because I'd scratched it and it became infected. And that's where the mosquito mark came from. Because I got infected with mosquito bites.
Well, I'm glad that the infection did not really go that bad, DJ Mark.
I wound up in hospital, but they cured it. Respect to the nurses and the doctors in Zamboanga, they sorted it out, but that's how Mosquito Mark came about.
I see. I'll keep that in mind. And then I know I have a lot of questions also, but this is, I think, my last before we take a break.
Okay.
When you interview different personalities, DJ Mark, especially the famous ones, do you have to be really selective? I know you've mentioned about Karina was trying to kind of like controlled the show somehow, and you were like, no way, I'm the one who's controlling this girl, so do you have to be really selective for asking them the type of questions that could have led to their personal lives, or are you mainly focusing on the buzz that they've created in the entertainment world?
Yeah, I think you've got to be very mindful of who you're talking to. And certainly in this part world, we don't go too much into personal lives. That is your personal space, and we don't do that too often. I hate interviews that are cringeworthy. That the interviewer has asked a question that is just too close to the bone. That is too, it's too personal for that person, and they feel embarrassed to answer it. I don't like that. I really, really do not like that. So I don't go down that way. As I said earlier on, I listen to what the answers are, and I try and go down that avenue. I don't just write down 10 questions. Right, I'll ask this, I'll ask this, I'll ask this. I'll have bullet points. I'll always have bullet points and think, yes, as you've got on your iPad there, I can see you've got bullet points. But, if that conversation takes you down another route, then I'll forget those bullet points and I will go that way. But I don't think any celebrity likes to be asked personal questions. I've found that, and I don't do it. I always go for the positive interview. I want to bring out the best of that person, not the worst. I want to bring out the best in them. And that's hopefully, luckily I have done. Karina was great. In the end, Karina was fantastic. Even though I think it's unusual, and even I'm feeling it today. Being interviewed, I'm a person who does interviews with people, but when you are being interviewed, it's a totally different experience. And I think that's what Karina felt when I interviewed her. You know, why is this guy interviewing me? I should be interviewing him, because that's your job. You know, so it's a weird kind of experience as a presenter to be interviewed by someone else.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just a matter of like trying to evaluate and weigh, you know, trying to base on the conversation or the interview flow where you're going to ask this and kind of like hold that back so that it'll be fair for both the interviewing and
go with what you feel.
Go with the flow.
Is right. If you think they'll open up on something, go for it. If you think they'll shy away from that, follow another direction.
Absolutely. Well, DJ Mark, based on the wall of fame that you showed and with all the pictures that you showed and to share to our audience or viewers in our show, I can tell you that you're absolutely a great DJ and a radio personality, and it's such an honor to interview you. And I've really learned a lot of things from you so far, and I would really keep that in mind. And meanwhile, we'll pause for just a quick break for you, especially because I know you've been talking since the very start of the show. Mga ka-chika, please watch this video we created for special people, or like especially for all of us, because kabalumi nga lisod kaayo malayo sa pamilya, you're away from your family, and this song is really dedicated to OFW or those Filipinos who are away from their home celebrating the holiday season. So mga ka-chika, please watch Sa Araw ng Pasko here on Chika Tabay Live. Please watch this.
Sa atin ang Pasko,
Naiiba ang pagdiriwang dito.
Pasko sa ating hanap-hanapin mo.
Walang katulad dito ang Pasko.
Lagi mo lang maiisip na sila'y nandito sana.
At sa Noche Buena ay magkakasama. Ang Pasko
ay kay saya kung kayo'y kapiling na. Sana pagsapit ng Pasko kayo'y naririto. Kahit pa malayo na, kahit nasaan ka pa, maligayang pati para sa inyo sa araw ng Pasko.
Sa ibang bansa'y di mo makikita.
ang ngiti sa labi ng bawat isa. Alam naming hindi na nais malayo. Pasko Pinoy pa rin sa ating
Lagi mo lang maiisip na sila'y nandito sana.
Noche Buena ay magkakasama.
Ang Pasko ay kay saya kung kayo'y kapiling na. Sana pagsapit ng Pasko kayo'y narito. Kahit pa malayo ka, kahit nasaan ka pa. Maligayang bati para sa iyo sa araw ng Pasko. Ito'y mayroong kagaling at simbang gabi. Pagsapit ng Pasko, kayo'y narito. Matagal na, kahit nasaan ka pa, maligayang bati para sa iyo. Ang Pasko ay may saya, kayo'y kaligtaan. Pagsapit ng Pasko, kayo'y narito. Kahit malayo ka, kahit nasaan ka pa, maligayang bati para sa iyo sa araw ng Pasko.
There you go, mga kachika. That was really special song for me. Especially I'm away from my family, and also I miss them so much during Christmas and holiday season. So that's why hope you guys enjoyed also the performance that me and my friends also just presented and recorded to be played also here in Chika Tabay Live. So daghang kaayong salamat mga kachika. And I would like also to ask my trivia question as far as with our special guest for tonight, which is DJ Mark Lloyd or DJ Mark. So I have a question for you, which is our second trivia question. This also can be found sa atuang poster when we promote this particular episode. So my question is, unsa nga radio station man nga DJ si DJ Mark sa Dubai? You can say the, like 101.9, something like that as an example. So I need that answer. It should be complete as well. So mga kachika, go ahead and give your answer in our comment box and we'll check it out and you will win yourself 200 pesos Gcash worth of load as well. So I will call again my co-host Rian as well as our special guest for tonight, DJ Mark. Hello again, guys. Please unmute your microphones as we are going to discuss more about Christmas and about DJ Mark, music of Barry Manilow, and everything under the sun of this post-Christmas episode. Go ahead, ma'am.
DJ Mark, I would like to ask, by the way, can you please give to them the second clue?
Oh, yeah. Second clue, we have something you can wear. That was the first clue. The second clue, it's a bit flexible.
Okay. All right.
All right. Thank you so much.
There you go.
I know. Okay. Actually, we have a lot of already viewers who have, giving their answers. They're built. There's clothes. They're panty, nighties.
Leggings.
They're sandals.
Socks. All right. They're a bit flexible. All right. Right. So, yeah.
Boots, earrings, contact lens, pants, socks. Stockings. We have a lot of already like a guest. Again, thank you so much for that, and just keep on sharing to the comment box your answer, mga kachika, and we will give the third clue later on, and of course, we will announce the winner. And yes, so the winner, ma'am, for the trivia question.
I just want to confirm it with Rad because I just find this funny that the answer is IFM. IFM. That's my sister who gave that answer, but I'm not sure if. Yeah, so Rod, can you confirm who's the winner? Because I can see it who is, but go ahead. Uh, all right, congratulations to Danica Umpad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Vanessa. Vanessa. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm Steve Harvey. Sorry. Congratulations to Vanessa Umpad. The correct answer, DJ Mark, is what's the station? What? Yes, that's 103.8 I Dubai, right?
Dubai.
Dubai I. Okay. So did they make that I because it rhymes with Dubai? Is that how it works?
Yeah, it's kind of, yes, it is. Yeah, that's a really good question. Yeah, but yeah, Dubai it does kind of rhyme, doesn't it? So yeah,
right.
It's been around now for Dubai I 103.8 has been on air now for 15 years.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Congratulations.
That's a milestone. Yeah.
Yes, exactly right.
15 years and counting. Go ahead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, do you also like Eye of the Tiger? No. I like the song. I mean, it's just like, it reminds me of boxing. And, Filipinos love boxing with knowing that Manny Pacquiao invaded the boxing arena internationally.
And I've got to, because of Manny Pacquiao, I've got to bring up that fight with Ricky Hatton, of course, who is from my home city of Manchester in the UK.
Oh.
That day when Pacquiao fought Ricky Hatton, we had the British flag up in one side of my bedroom and the Philippine flag my wife had in the other side of the bedroom, and we watched the fight. And Ricky Hatton got knocked out cold.
And yes, congratulations once again to Vanessa Umpad. Yes. So you just wait for the message or for the call of one of our staff as
Games
well.
in charge, yes.
Games in charge. They will be contacting you for your prizes. So, of course, DJ Mark, so since nagkatapok naman, so we're already 3 in the screen. So it's a free flow questions already. So I would like to know, if you are not a DJ or a radio personality, what would be like your preferred second job or career? Who would be, after being a DJ or a radio personality, what will be like the second job comes up in your mind?
I would love to be a hairstylist. I would love to. I used to have outrageous hairstyles. Now I've gone very normal, But I used to have outrageous hairstyles. And I would love to be able to cut hair, color hair, and do all kinds of weird and wonderful things with hair. So I would love to be a hairstylist.
That's amazing.
That answer.
Me too.
Hairstylist. Who's the famous hairstylist in the Philippines? Is it Ricky somebody?
Ricky, no. Ricky Reyes. Ricky Reyes.
Yeah.
Yes. Famous.
I was like, Ricky Salud? No, that's Renee Salud.
I'm about to say Ricky Salud. I know Ricky Salud. I think Salud is like a designer.
Yeah, designer, correct. Yeah, Renee with a scarf, no? And also, DJ Mark, I don't know, but when you mentioned about hairstylist, it just popped in my mind. You remind me of Jack Frost. So, like the hair. Jack Frost in the movie Santa Claus, like the hair, it's kind of like...
Merry Christmas, Jack Frost.
I mean, you are a very good version of Jack Frost, like a good person. It's just the hair, the style. And I'm just like Korean. I'm surprised with your answer that you are going to look a hairstylist, because I was thinking of like a doctor or like a engineer.
Yeah, I was expecting that answer as well.
My hairstylist is a guy called Michael Diaz here in Dubai. He's Filipino. He's a fantastic hair guy. And every time I go and, sit in his chair, I'm always kind of watching what they're doing and how they're shaving and whatever. I just love hairstylists. I think being a hairstylist is fantastic. It's better than being a DJ. Better than being a DJ.
Yeah.
Do you like a hairstylist, DJ Mark, because you love like making your help? Because you are also like a famous personality in Dubai. You have to really look good every time, so that's why you like to be like a hairstylist. Is that the reason, or do you like it even before?
I kind of always just I love hairstyles, and when you kind of see the personalities, you look at their hairstyle, and I don't know, I just like hairstylists. I relate to people who cut hair. I love it.
Yes. And I would also make a comment, because most people that I know, DJ Mark, that would color their hair into black color would tend to look younger, like 10 times younger. Have you tried coloring your hair into black?
Oh, it's always been blonde. The colours I've had some outrageous colours. I've had green, I've had red. But it's usually blonde, and now I've decided grey. I mean, grey was really fashionable about a year ago.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everybody wanted to have the grey style, and I think they still do. So at the moment, I'm grey, but I could show you photographs where I'm anything but grey. I'm all kinds of colours. But grey's grey at the moment, so I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it.
Okay.
Now, earlier, DJ Mark, you answered me, that one of your favorite place here in the Philippines is just like your paradise is Boracay. Now, I know you've been traveling a lot as well international. Like, I know you've been to Thailand, Singapore, Hong Kong, a lot of places, doing interview with different personalities and famous stars. Now, I would like to know, since you said Boracay is your favorite place in the Philippines, how about international country? What is your favorite place and why?
Okay. One of them would definitely be the US. I went to the Oscars in California. The Oscars is a special time for movies, and it really spectacular place to go to. Los Angeles when the Oscars is on is just absolutely amazing. But I do love Thailand as well. Not only Bangkok, but Pattaya and Phuket in Thailand are very, very, just paradise. Fantastic places to visit. I just love them. Another one would be Korea. I took my son to Korea, to Seoul in Korea, and all my family, my wife and my daughter, they're all into K-pop, whether it's K-pop music, whether it's Korean soap operas. Oh my, when I get home from work every day, all I can hear is Korean soap operas coming out of our Korean
K-drama.
Everything, Korean language. I feel like I can speak Korean. So, going to Korea, into Seoul in Korea was really special as well. But so Thailand, Korea, but also going to the Oscars was pretty amazing.
Oh, I see.
Right.
I've only been to Korea at the airports. Never had the chance to roam around, but I've heard and I've seen pictures how great and nice South Seoul is, and as well as Busan. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing. But maybe magpuyog tayo. I would like to also visit Korea. Maybe in the future. Magpuyog ka, ha?
Ito man sa pandemic, ma'am. Go ahead, DJ Mark.
Soap operas still big in the Philippines, Rian. I mean, here they're just crazy about Korean soap operas.
Yeah, we call it K-drama, right?
K-drama.
Here as well, so it's everywhere. It's like COVID-19.
Yeah. Like, and DJ Mark, so since you've interviewed a lot of like celebrities, like in sports, in news as well, like in cinema, who is your favorite Filipino artist, and who's your favorite international artist, and why?
Wow. Filipino artist. I'm looking up at my wall again here, and there's a couple that I'll tell you. Bamboo is just such an amazing guy. I love Bamboo, and I've been lucky enough to support him. I've DJ'd like before his show, and he is such a wonderful guy. But once again, you see, Jaja. Jaja
Padilla.
Jaja Padilla, the divine diva.
Yeah.
I loved interviewing her, and I think she's the ultimate diva. Yeah. Internationally, I'm looking at my wall there. It's got to be Quincy Jones. I mean, Quincy Jones produced Michael Jackson's Thriller album.
Oh, okay.
And he has got to be, in the world of music is my thing, and in the world of music, Quincy Jones is like just massive.
The ultimate, yeah.
You know, to produce that Michael Jackson album, Thriller, was just amazing. But as I said earlier on, Barry Manilow is my ultimate favorite. If I never do another interview ever again, I interviewed Barry Manilow, and I'm very happy.
Wish that would happen in the near future after this pandemic, and whenever you have the opportunity, fingers crossed, and good luck to you in that. And this is...
Maybe you'll get...
Yeah.
Yes,
and this is a confidence booster question for you, DJ Mark. So, and I expect you to, just let me know if this is something that you would like to answer, but what sets you apart with other DJs?
Oh, wow. What sets you apart? I believe to be a really good DJ, you have to be yourself on air, and people have to relate to your personality. They have to connect personality. I don't go by, there's a lot of the new generation of DJs go by formats, blah, blah, blah. You say as many words as you can in 30 seconds, and that's it. For me, I want to connect to my audience. I want them to feel me, to feel my personality. And that's what hopefully, if you're on air, and next year, as I said, I've been on air for 30 years in one country. Hopefully I've done the right thing and made my audience connect with my personality for 30 years by being myself, just by being me, not by trying to read scripts, not by trying to be somebody cool. No, I haven't. I've shared my ups and people know my mood when I come on air. They can feel it. Am I in a great mood? Am I down? Am I a little sad? They can feel that and connect with that. You have to connect with your audience.
Yes, and I agree with that because just like me, I'm very transparent as well. Sensitive and emotional. So I've been sharing this to our viewers ever since, and I agree with you with that because I believe in the saying that goes, the best way to express your individuality is to be yourself. And the listeners can actually feel that, the sincerity and the authenticity of what you have been sharing on air.
Yeah, we can all put on the voice and say, "Hey, I'm Mark Lloyd from the Box 3.8. Whoa, how you doing, man?" That's nice. Nobody wants that. They want to say, "What are you doing here? It's Mark Lloyd, Tuesday afternoon. What we're getting up to today? It's Christmas. Tell me what present you got. Tell me a little bit about what you did with the family." But that's what they want. They want warmth. They want connection. They don't want somebody ramming, "Hey ho, I'm this, I'm..."
Go ahead, ma'am.
Yes,
Thank you for that, DJ Mark.
Yeah, I actually agree to you, Mim, and to DJ Mark that you have to be yourself, to present yourself, because if you are like faking, the audience will really definitely know it. You're just only faking. And of course, it will always show the real colors, the real you in the long run. It will just definitely fade who you are, and you have to be really true to yourself. You have to show yourself in real for the people to know you and appreciate you, because some, maybe appreciate you for being a fake, but that's temporary.
It doesn't matter if they love you or they don't.
Exactly.
As long as you're being yourself, as long as you're being you, you will have lovers, you will have people that don't like you. That's the way life is, I've had a lot of people that don't like me, but,
You can't please everyone.
Yeah, exactly. And, there's a lot of radio stations, then listen to somebody else who you do like. Yeah, there's something
Of course.
You get messages saying, I really don't like your show. I don't like this, I don't like that. But yet they're still listening to you. So you got to think, well, okay, I'm doing something right. You're still listening.
Yes. And ma'am, shall I go with my fast talk, or
Go ahead. Yes. Go ahead, ma'am. Yeah.
So, DJ Mark, we will be doing like a fast talk that what's really comes first in your mind. You just have to answer it right away. Yeah. Okay, so Philippines or Dubai?
Philippines.
Philippines. It's more fun in the Philippines.
And why, Daddy Mark? I would like to know why. You have been in Dubai. You've been working like most of your life and most of your time is in Dubai. And why you still choose Philippines?
I adore Dubai. I love it. I owe it my life. I've been here for more than half of my life, but the Philippines is a special part in my heart, and I want to retire in the Philippines. Retire is the wrong word. I hate that word, retire. I want to go to the Philippines. I want to be on radio in the Philippines. I want to pick up radio in the Philippines. But the Philippines for me, the smell, the barbecue, the rain, I love it. I love the Philippines. I love the weather. I love the people. I love just the smell of the barbecue. You can smell barbecue everywhere.
Ours is barbecue here in the US is different. Barbecue in the Philippines is grilling,
Smell it wake up in the morning outside your door and you can smell barbecue.
Yeah, because in the US, it's the barbecue sauce, and we have an equivalent term. I mean, different term for the barbecue. You know what I mean, DJ Mark? Because I bet in Dubai or in the country that you're originally from also have that barbecue sauce, and it doesn't necessarily have the meat to be grilled. But in the Philippines, barbecue is grilling, right? Under the fire.
Hindi ko pa relate.
Sorry. Go ahead, ma'am.
Philippines, hindi ko to.
No, just a quick explanation, ma'am. So, barbecue sauce makes the meat more yummy, but it doesn't mean that the barbecue here is grilling, if that makes sense. So, barbecue is a type of sauce just like ketchup is, or mayonnaise, or custard, mustard. So,
as well, at this point, one of my favorite things in the Philippines is the seaweed. You have the best in the world.
Yeah. So, what's the seaweed? Is it like with little tiny circles or with stems that branches? Which one?
Circles, big kind of balls on it.
Oh, what we call as lato or humun-humun. So daghan ka na sa kalawisan. Yes, and that's good for, what's this? Throat problems. Waiter, that's really good for.
Like those people who have lack of iodine, or iron.
Yes, I'm not sure also because I'm not a big fan of that. So I find it okay.
Yeah, I also love that food, ma'am. No, kay also sa balay, because my mom also every time na magtinola, like if my mom like prepare tinolang isda, I know like it's a fish it's a soup fish.
Yeah.
And fish soup. She always partnered like lato, like that, and she make like a native
appetizer. Oh, okay.
It's like an appetizer. Like she also make like a sauce, but it's just a native
vinegar.
Suka ba? Vinegar.
Yeah, vinegar.
Yeah, native
Yeah.
vinegar and put like a lot of onions and
Salt.
garlic. Oh
Oh,
my god.
okay. Oh, that's
Yeah.
mouth watering.
But and next question. Next.
Yes. Next is, do you prefer interviewing like local or international artists or personalities?
Do I prefer interviewing what, Filipino or international?
Yes, it could be Filipinos or from a local personality from Dubai or an international.
Of course, you always get the big buzz when it's a big star like George Clooney or Kim Kardashian, but I don't know. I like the more local ones, I think. The local ones can give you real gem of the kind of the background, the upbringing. Yeah, as I've said before, my all-time greatest interview is Barry Manilow for sure. But I think every interview I've done, I've really treasured it. I treasure them all, and I don't prefer one or the other. I just take it as they come. Really do take it as they come, and I'm happy to everybody. It's nice, isn't it? Just to get that interview, to know you've got it, and to try and bring out the best of that person.
Yeah, absolutely. Ma'am, before you proceed with your next fast talk, I have just a quick one for DJ Mark. So, is it going to be Sharon Cuneta or Jaja Padilla?
Oh!
The megastar or the divine diva?
Okay. I'm looking at my wall. Jaja!
Yes, there you go. Yeah, they said DJ Mark, but I haven't seen Jaja in person, but one of my friends told me even the way she stands, you can tell that she's really, just an amazing person.
Gorgeous. She is.
Yes.
She's my era. She's my age group. And I would marry her tomorrow. She's gorgeous.
Yes, she is. With the aura and all that. Yes.
Yeah, I'd just like to ask this. I know these two are tricky. Lights on or lights off?
On. What's the point? You cannot see anything. On.
What does that mean? Does that mean pass or on or off or what? Sorry.
On.
Oh, on. Okay. On. Okay, sorry. Don't you know, DJ Mark, that British accent is really music to our ears? It's just so nice to hear because it's something different that we're not really accustomed to.
I don't know. I mean, the first time I went to the Philippines in Zamboanga, as I said, nobody could understand a word I said because they're very an American accent. A British accent was, we don't know what you're talking about. American, yes, but British, even now sometimes, British accent. My Filipino colleagues don't get, and I have to say it again before they get it. So yeah, I don't know. I think you guys like American accents more than British, really. Yeah. Be on.
Well, I do. We like Harry Potter, and also.
Happy, what's going on, Harry?
Go ahead, ma'am. And Simon Cowell. Go ahead, ma'am.
Yes. So, let me go ahead and proceed. 70s music or 80s music?
Is 100% 70s. Barry White is one of my favorite performers. I love Motown music, Diana Ross. Definitely 100% 1970s.
All right. Amazing. And yes, Is it okay to ask this, ma'am?
Yeah. What do you have in mind?
Sex or chocolate, Daddy Mark? Sex or chocolate? Just ask.
Hey,
Sex or chocolate?
I love dark chocolate. I'll tell you, red wine is the perfect combination. Dark chocolate.
Okay.
Right. Thank you so much for really such a game, special guest, DJ Mark, for answering our fast talk and for answering our, a very great questions that you really answer so well. That's why it really naabot siya tag 1 hour and few minutes. Yeah, we have been talking already for an hour and 45 minutes already. But anyways, yes, ma'am. Can you give them okay, we still have like another two.
Yeah, you can. Yes,
okay.
Yes, ma'am.
You go ahead or I'll go first.
I'll go first, so I won't forget it. So, what is DJ Mark's favorite Filipino diva, or the diva that she really likes, that she wants to interview again? So, mga ka-chika, go ahead and give your answer. She is very known, actively performing in Asap Natin To, via online ABS-CBN channel, Kapamilya channel. And she's been in the industry for a while. She did a lot of movies. She was also doing a talk show before, and she's been consistently performing as an artist in general. So she's really great, and she has like songs that could really like to the bone type of music, like Hiram or more of a very deep lyrics meaning music. So, ma'am, do we have winners?
Yeah, I'm checking, but before I can't see yet who gives an correct answer. But anyways, pwede mo shoutout sa kadali sa mga schoolmates ni Chloe, ni Roxanne, who's watching us, who's supporting. We have Nikki Bars, we have Steven Valencia, we have Ruel Augusto. I know Daddy Mark also know Ruel Augusto.
Hello there.
And yes, also watching us. Also, who else? We have Ryan. And yes, those are who just recently watched us. That's why we have regular shows, okay? And yes, go ahead. Still checking here.
Who's the winner, Rad? Sino? Nakatagalog naman ko, ma'am. Who's the winner, Rad? Oh, okay. Okay. So, guys, if you have already won, we will actually give chance to the next, the one who guessed the right answer. It's going to be, what's the correct answer, please, DJ Mark?
Jaja.
Yes, Miss Jaja Padilla. That is correct. Congratulations, Miss Jeremy Angelo. You just won yourself a 200 pesos GCash or load. And then for you, ma'am, for the last question.
All right, for the last trivia question, guys. So, kibalik-balik sa ninyo ni DJ Mark, no? What is his favorite place in the Philippines? Kung siya ang favorite destination, favorite place sa Philippines. Wag siya lain nga favorite place that he always says it or repeatedly answer during sa atong interview. What is his favorite place? Kung siya ang favorite nga place ni DJ Mark diri sa Philippines.
That he considers paradise, diba?
Yes. And before I give the correct answer, magpa-shoutout ko sa akong workmates. She also sings very well. She's one of the Newtown Diva who I just recently hosted as well the year-end party of City Newtown. So shout out to all the White Lion City Newtown. And thank you so much as well for trusting me your online online virtual concert. So thank you so much. Anyways, thank you so much. And the one who got the correct answer is Marley
Marley Dumagan Biring Dumagan. Yes, congratulations,
Got it
Marley.
And
Yes.
also, Agosto, actually, a lot of our kachika no nga naghatag sa correct answer, no? Yes, thank you so much, guys, for your participation. You get it correctly. It's Boracay. Evan Ruiz, bisag si Ruel nga nakadaog na last episode naka-answer yapon. So thank you so much, everyone, sa pag-support. You know, na-feel yun yung namo inyong warm support. You got it correctly. It's Boracay. And ma'am, can you please provide them for the third clue and let's announce how
Yeah.
we get
Actually, ma'am, somebody already won, so I will just show what is the inside the box. Dun, 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 dun. So it is something that you can wear, and also it's a bit flexible, right? So I think we have already a winner for this particular item, which is headphone, but we also accept headset as the correct answer. But she already gave the answer even the earlier part of the show already. So congratulations to Rad. Who is that again? Karen Ompad, you actually won our mystery box grand prize worth 500 pesos worth GCash and load. You also answered first for Jaja Padilla question, but we have to give chance to the next guesser of the trivia game question. So congratulations sa mga kachika and DJ Mark. I really appreciate from the bottom of my heart, especially that this is a holiday season. I know you are a busy person, but thank you so much for gracing our show. It's really an honor. Like what I said, I've learned a lot from you. You're such a very humble and amazing person that has a great personality. That's why you are there where you are right now.
Thank you so much. It was such a great opportunity to be with you guys. Really appreciate it. And love from DXB from Dubai, and hope to see you in the Philippines.
Yes, Marianne?
Yes, any last words, DJ Mark, before we end up our show?
Final message?
So looking forward to coming to Cebu in 2021. It's been a difficult year for everyone, but let's hope we can travel, get to Cebu in 2021. And I want to go to Boracay and just lie on a white beach.
Yes, I haven't been there, but it looks great. And like Yes, ma'am. Go ahead, Rian.
All right, and DJ Mark, thank you so much for gracing our invitation. I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for saying yes, and yeah, I'll see you in the very future after this pandemic, after this virus. I really like to see you and
Boracay, bikini in Boracay.
I'd like to see you again in the very soon. Okay. Send my regards to Tita Jean, to Mommy Jean, to Luther, to Chloe, to Dream, to everyone. And yeah, Merry Christmas, Daddy Mark, and Happy New Year, okay? Thank you so
All
much.
Right.
Yes.
There you go, mga... Go ahead, Rian.
Yes, so mga kachika, there you have it, mga kachika, no? Ang atong special guest niya. Well, we really learned a lot from him, no? He's a very humble radio personality and a famous personality as a DJ in Dubai I 103.9. And it's really like a privilege to me. And Merry Christmas ninyo mga kachika once again. And I'll see you next year na, no? That's gonna be January 2. Sakto ba? It's January 2?
Yeah, 2, yes.
So it's gonna be as well as a special episode as well for Chika Tabay. So it's amazing. No, I feel like it was just yesterday when we start. And like 2020, it's gonna be 2021. Oh my God, I'm so excited for the new year. And makita gapunta ayaw ninyo ako nga ang inyong pag-support ng mga kachika. And really appreciate to all the people who continues to support us, and for all the people who just recently support us, because we're already running for 10K followers there is a Chika Tabay, right, man?
Yes, that is correct. And again, congratulations to all our winners, mga kachika. See you again next year in 2021, and let's always hope for the best and always, think positive and move forward with faith that we can all get through this. This is Jadel Imbong Villela live in the US of A.
Alright, kini ang inyong pinaka-fresh nga chika-chika, si Rian Valencia. Diri sa barangay Subabasba sa syudad sa Lapu-Lapu.
And of course, DJ Mark Lloyd all the way from Dubai. Thank you so much. Magkita-kita ta next year mga kachika diri lang sa pinakabongga nga online talk show ang Chika Tabay Live. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, DJ.
Chika Tabay Live would like to thank the following sponsors. Humidor, Cebu. For inquiries, call or text 0916-659-7687 and like them on Facebook and on Instagram. Husako, Baked Trays, Pinakalamian nga Sushi. For inquiries, call them at 0917-322-3599. Elsie's Egg Rolls, Filipino Lumpia in Hodo, Texas, USA. For inquiries, call 512-207-0995. WVC Lending Services, located at A. Tumulat Street, Gunob, Lapu-Lapu City. You can call them at 495-9508. Laundry Buddy, your partner in washing your troubles away. With their branches at Basak, Sudtungan, Lapu-Lapu City, phone number 383-2775, and Babagdos branch at 0936-398-5490. And special thanks to Mr. Gilbert Tan Maniego at the SM City Store, Cebu. Mr. Wendell and Jessa Plaza. Special thanks to Jonathan, Grace, and Naomi Norwood of Lee Summit, Missouri, USA. Willie Debro and family of North Carolina, USA. And Zenny McClintock of Holton, Kansas, USA. Hyderabad Dine-In, a South Indian restaurant. You can visit at their outlet 1 in Banilad, Cebu City, across Santo Niño Village beside Ministop. You can also visit their outlet 2 in Banawa, Cebu City, R. Duterte Road near MHAM School across Autogas Gasoline Station. Send a box with full of love, especially this holiday season, from the US to the Philippines through UMAC Express Cargo, serving Kansas, Missouri, Nebraska, and Iowa. Contact the following numbers for your inquiries. We would also like to thank Elsie Ochea Chess and family and John Ace Casinilio. Daghang salamat mga kachika!